Welcome to another tutorial. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to do something that we should have done a while ago. You might have noticed an issue with your project if you didn't do this. We go to edit, and then we go to project settings, and we go to physics 2D. And you see your gravity. We really don't want a Y gravity, so let's just set it to 0. You might have noticed some issues with your projects where like maybe everything was going down real fast or something. This should fix it. Alright, now that we have that fixed, we're going to go to components and we're going to add, or actually we're going to go to game object and we're going to create an empty game object and we're going to name it, oh perfect, we're going to name it spawn, or we're going to name it skeleton creator. Skeleton creator. Okay. Now in our assets, we are going to drag our skeleton over and see how that made this blue now? That means this is a prefab. Prefabrication, which means that it was made, the object was made before, but now we can, this is gonna help us make multiple objects of it, you know. Okay, now that we have that, we are going to select skeleton creator and we're going to go to the inspector. Okay, we're going to add a component. It's going to be a new script. We're going to call it skeleton creator. Very original, I know. Okay, once the script starts up, we're going to add some fancy smanchy magic. No, I'm just kidding. Come on. Okay, we're going to add some variables. Min spawn time. This is a float. That means the minimum spawn time that we want for a skeleton to spawn is every 3/4 of a second. And the max spawn time is every 2 seconds. Okay, and we have a game object which is a skeleton prefab. Now, inside of our start method, we want to that's not what I wanted to do. One second. We want to do this method, or call, invoke spawn skeleton main spawn time. That's at the start. Now then, we actually want to create a method called spawn skeleton. So let's just add it right here. Okay. So camera equals camera main. You know, that's just getting your main camera. This here, you're getting the position of the camera. X max, you know how to do, you know what this does. X range. What this is saying is, you're taking the camera aspect, right? Which is the ratio between the X and the Y. So then what you want is the camera orthographic size, which means from the center of the screen to the edge of the screen, and you're multiplying it by 1.75. What you're doing is you want to make sure that skeletons don't spawn in the first eighth of the screen from the left, you know. That's why you're doing that. Y max, the same thing. Camera orthograph. You want, you know, the X value or the Y value, and all you're doing is you're adding half a unit above that, because when you make the skeleton spawn, you want them to spawn from just outside of the edge of the screen. And then you have a vector, which tells you the position of the skeleton. This holds the position of the skeleton so that it is random. What you're trying to do is randomize it in the X position, so it will always start from the very top of the screen, but it'll start anywhere from 1/8 into the screen all the way to the edge from where they'll spawn. Then the instantiate, this is what you actually do to make a prefab. And yeah, then you have your spawn skeleton. Random range, this is the time. This is these two methods are to actually spawn, or yeah, to actually spawn the skeleton, to actually create the prefab. Okay? Okay, let's save this now. And waiting. Okay, looks like everything is good. You see this little dot right here, this little circle here? You want to click it. Oh boy, that's not the right one. You want to click this one right here and select the skeleton. Okay. And now that we have that done, we actually want to delete this one. We don't want this anymore. It's just in our way, Get away. Go away. We don't like you. I'm just kidding. Don't be mean, guys. Okay. So now if we actually run this, if I did this right, oh, see, there comes one. There's another one. Oh boy, there's another one. There's another one. See? They're spawning. Awesome. Okay. Here's something though. The spider is going over everything. I do want it to be over the spider web, but I think I want the skeleton to be above everything else, because the skeleton should trample the spider, and if the spider web is on the floor, then clearly the skeleton should also go over the spider web. So we're gonna fix that. Let's go to the layers, and let's see, sorting layer, here we go. Click add sorting layer. What we actually want to do is, layer 1 is spider web, layer 2 is spider, and the last layer is skeleton. Okay. Okay, perfect. That's what I want. Now go to hierarchy, spider web. Okay, spider, right. Skeleton creator, or spider web. Oh, spider web should be spider web, and spider run should be spider. And okay, we're actually gonna drag this in for just a little bit, and then we're gonna do select that to be skeleton. We're gonna click apply because we did a change to it. We're gonna remove this. Okay, and now we're gonna run this one more time. Let's see if that fixed it. Remember, skeleton should be on top of everything. Let's see. Yep. That's on top of that. Yep. Okay. Looks like it worked. Okay. Now, we want to do basically the same thing for the spider web. Okay. Okay. But we're actually going to go to spider web first. And we're going to go to the inspector. And we're going to add a controller to it. Add component. New script. Spider web controller. Create and add. Double click that. Okay, it should be open now. Okay. And we're actually going to add two methods to it. Become invisible, destroy game object. We want to destroy it once it's invisible. And spider touched. Collider that to enable equals false, destroy game object. Okay. This other part is what we're gonna do when the spider actually touches the spider web, so it also gets destroyed. We're gonna save that. And okay. Let's just move this up a little bit. Spider web sprites. Okay. Okay. So now we want to drag the spider web down to your assets. And we want to create a new game component or game object. And we're gonna name this one. Oh man, can you guess what we're gonna name this one? That's right! Spider Web Creator. Awesome. Okay. Click that. Actually, let's organize our stuff a little and put the spiderweb script and the skeleton script inside of the scripts. And let's delete this spiderweb too. We don't need it anymore. Okay, so you have spiderweb. New script. I'm going to name it Spiderweb Creator. Okay. Hold up, we got some error. Just kidding. Apparently it fixed itself. I have no clue what happened there. It might just be my laptop that it's a little weak. Okay, so we're gonna add 2 new variables. Boom, boom, boom. And we're also gonna add line of code inside the start method. And of course we're gonna add the spawn spiderweb method. Okay. Let's do it. Let's see. Paste. File. Save. Okay, so this essentially does the same thing that the skeleton creator did. You have your main camera, you get the position of the camera, you get X max, Y range, Y max, except this time for Y max you actually want to make it be inside of the screen. So instead of adding half a unit, we actually subtracted it from it. Okay, we randomize the position so it's somewhere in between there. And yeah, let's see how it runs. Okay, we did save it. Unity. Okay, perfect. I don't see any errors. We should be able to run this now. Oh, just kidding. There is an error. Let's stop this before it crashes. Oh boy. Okay, it finally unfroze itself. So what we forgot to do is add the spiderweb object. Okay, see right here. Just click this little circle here. Click spiderweb. Perfect. Now, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, see we got that reference exception right there. Okay, see a little spiderweb spawned. Oh, another spiderweb spawned. Oh my goodness, all the spiderweb spawning. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Oh my goodness, so cool. Alright. Okay, that'll conclude this tutorial. Session of the tutorial, of course. And next time, we'll actually handle the events of what happens when the collision happens. Alright, see you next time.